I have terribly failed this month's challenge. This is not a workout video. This is me holding myself accountable. Family came over, and for the past 6 days, I have been exhausted. Kind of get sidetracked. I don't regret spending time with family, specifically my nephew. He's like my son, and I love him so much that I wouldn't trade anything in the world for him. He's 17 years old now. He's so dope. That I just, man, time flies by. For the past 6 days, the only thing I have been doing is stretching. I haven't been working out at all. I am now down to 172 pounds. I've been eating like once a day, and I'm gonna be real with you, it has not been the healthiest. 220, if you can see that. Just to let you know I'm not bullshitting. I have to be at work. I have to leave around 3:30, which means I have to go to sleep. Here's how a typical day goes for me as a truck driver. I have to be at work by 4:30, meaning I have to leave the house at 3:30. This is 3:30 p.m. I work a 12-hour shift. So from 4:30 to 4:30 is usually around the time I get back to the yard. And from 4:30 when I'm at the yard, pre-tripping my truck, making sure everything is on the up and up, backing it up to the dock, making sure I'm chocking my wheels, doing my little post trips, all that stuff, making sure everything is good with the truck and the trailer. My work day ends around like 5. So it takes about, with no traffic in the morning, I kind of get lucky with that. It takes about 40 to 45 minutes to get home. So now it is 5:45. Most days it doesn't take a lot to wind me down. Back then it used to take a lot to wind me down. I'll throw my headphones on most days at 6 a.m. and watch a show all the way up until I go to sleep. I then wake up from 6:30 to like 10 a.m. I wake up and I force myself to go back to sleep, because from 6:30 to 10, that's about 3.5 hours of sleep. I try to stay in bed around 12, so that gives me another 2 hours. So that's in total about 5 hours and a half of sleep. Then I wake up, eat, stretch, make these videos, my workout videos. I know I'm not getting enough sleep. This is why I try to do the workouts when I get off of work, so I can get it over with. So I can get enough sleep and stay in the bed until like 1 or 2, right? Because I have to leave the house around 3:30. With having family over, it did make it difficult. My nephew and then other family members, it does make things difficult, because it's not like they are a distraction and they don't know what you're doing, right? It's just that you love spending time with your family members, that you kind of get lost in the sauce a bit. And I'm not blaming anyone. I'm blaming myself, because I am responsible for keeping up with my schedule, and I dropped the ball. I have not been consistent, and I just hope you guys are being consistent. Don't do what I did and go 6 days without lifting a single weight. Don't do that. I know it sounds a little hypocritical, but please be consistent. Please stay content with having a simple day. When things get added on to your plate, you kind of tend to fall off, and you kind of, lose track of lose track of time, really. And losing track of time and not being in control of what you're doing it's detrimental to your success. It's detrimental to your growth. You want to make sure that you're being as consistent as possible. I will be lifting heavy for the rest of the month. We got about 5 more days. I'm not gonna lift today because I have to go lay down and take a nap before going to work. Let's finish this month very strong. Let's finish this month in pain, and let's get after it. All right? I'll see you tomorrow.